we might not be in swimsuit season just yet, but we're getting close, which means it's time to get our bodies into swimsuit shape. With us this morning to get us started on some exercises is our fitness expert, Wes Cole. This is a very important topic.
Well, my clients like to call this part of the season sleeveless season. So we're not quite ready for the swimsuits, but with all the parties, the clothes are starting to get lighter.
Right.
So because of this, I have some great arm exercises.
All right, got to work on those arms. The first one is the Renegade Row.
Well, this is a great exercise, and for a lot of ladies out there that want to know what my wife's favorite exercise is for her sculpted arms, this is the one.
Okay.
Kyle, come on right here. What you're going to do is you basically get up in a push-up position. Now, your feet are a little bit wider, more wide than a usual push-up, and this is what you're doing right here. You're basically coming up around. Now, this takes a little bit more coordination and balance. It's definitely what you'd call kind of more of an intermediate advanced workout. But what Kyle's doing right here is he's flexing his triceps, so he's working the back of his arms, but he's also, when he pulls, he's working his biceps and all the muscle along the back. It's a great exercise. You could actually even make it harder than this and actually add a push-up to it. So you can push up and then get it. If you do this, make sure you do a couple sets of 20 for 10 each side, so make sure you even out the load. And I'm telling you, it's not a real easy exercise, but you'll definitely reap the benefits.
It's probably working the abs and the bottom, too.
It's working the core. I can't think of upper body exercise that works more muscles.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Looks like a tough one. Okay, the next one is the seated curl with Arnold press.
Well, this is another great exercise. Kyle, come right here. And Kyle's used a little bit lighter weight. Some people might have to use something a little bit heavier. But this right here, coming up and down, this is actually an exercise that Arnold Schwarzenegger himself made popular. And if you notice right here what Kyle's doing, when he comes up to do the press, he's actually kind of doing a corkscrew method. He's actually twisting. And this is a great exercise for those that have real finicky shoulders, because there's something about this exercise, the twisting, that puts the shoulder in more of a natural position. And I've had people that had severe shoulder injuries, and for some reason they can do this exercise. But it's a great exercise. It's Arnold approved, and what more could you ask for?
Arnold approved, yes. Exactly.
Thank you.
Okay, the third one is a wide grip push-up.
Now, this is a great exercise. A lot of my clients, when they're getting ready for a party, they wonder why, I'm making them do a lot of push-ups to really work their core, because they're like, well, no one's going to really see my abs yet. But you have to remember that the core, the push-up is probably one of the best things for the core. We've kind of talked about this. Kyle, come right out here and just do a wide grip push-up. When you get your hands out wider, it really forces you to recruit your abdominals a lot more. And what Kyle's doing right here, his abs are having to flex really hard to stabilize his spine, and this is going to be the best posture builder I can really even think of. Kyle, that's good. Yeah.
Poor Kyle.
Yeah, but the great thing about this is, in a world where so many people don't have good posture, those that do, when you walk into a room, you get noticed. But I guarantee you, try that 2 or 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, and I guarantee you those shoulders will come back, and you'll stand tall when you walk.
I'm thinking about it now. It's like, I think I have bad posture. So after those, our arms are going to be nice.
You'll be ready to rock.
Wonderful. Okay, time to answer a question from one of our viewers. This question comes from Megan. You say you can't lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Could there possibly be an exception?
We've talked about this a lot, and there is an exception. And I tell a lot of people, this is actually music to a lot of people's ears if they've been off of exercise for a long time. I always tell people it's what trainers call the window of adaptation. The first 8 weeks of a program, if you've been on a real long layoff, there's something magical about it. I've tested people, and for some reason, when you've gone from nothing to something, magical things can happen. You can lose weight, gain a little muscle. I don't really know why this is, because the longer you work out, intermediate, advanced lifters, they don't really have this. But if you've been laying off for a long time and you're kind of frustrated, just remember those first 8 or 9 weeks, beginners have a lot of advantages. People that have been at it for a while don't. And you're right, you can. If you're a beginner, you can probably lose a little bit of body fat and gain a little bit of muscle at the same time. So enjoy it for those 8 or 9 weeks, because as you get more advanced, it gets a little bit harder, and that's when the exercise science needs to kind of play in.
It's a good thing it happens for the beginners, though, because if it didn't, then they'd be done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's good motivation.
It is. All right. Well, if you have a question that you'd like Wes to answer, just go to the weekend morning section of our website, kjrh.com, click on the Habitual Health link, or give Wes a call, 749-0960, or you can visit his gym. It's on 46th, just east of Sheridan.